Welcome to Bellhaven Farm. Our sign finally came in, so I guess it's official. Bellhaven, the golden retriever. Belle is our golden retriever who is one of the loves of my life. And so we named it after her. And Haven is a place of rest. And so that is where our verse for our farm came from. Matthew 11:28, come to me all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. We want this place to be a place where we find rest and people will come visit, and they too will just be able to relax and rest. So the first animals that we got when we started our small hobby farm here were sheep. And I had read a book called A Shepherd's Look at Psalms 23, and I really wanted to be a shepherdess. So we started with 2 Katahdin sheep. We have a breeding ram, and we have a experienced ewe who we call Mama Sue, and our ram is Bob. And we started them out in a small field, and they quickly ate the grass. And so we are going to look at the progression of the sheep pastures as we have added on. So this was our first field. We put electricity around it, and they were in here for a week, and they had mowed it down. And so in the meantime, we worked on what we call field number 2, and we built our sheep shed. So we put them in here, and we then opened up the other field over here so that they could come back and forth. But after we did this, we had a little problem with our ram. Our ram got a little too social in that I was in the field and I got rammed. And so now I'm very cautious of Bob. Mama Sue, who we call our ewe, she's okay being around humans, but it's definitely taken, 3 months to warm up. So we'll introduce you to Mama Sue and Bob. So I do not get in the field with Bob because upon one confrontation where I tried to be the dominant one and he tried to be the dominant one, I thought we had established who was the leader. And lo and behold, next time I come in the field, we have to reestablish. And I have decided this is just not something I want to do every time I come in the field. So we just recently added this pasture to be what we're calling Bob's bachelor pad. So we had to build another sheep shelter for Bob, and we're hoping that Mama Sue will lamb soon so that she will have company. I'm not going to separate them until she has lambs, which she should lamb this month. If she doesn't lamb this month, then we'll need to keep them together because she should go back into her heat cycle. So Jason and Bob have established a good relationship, and I won't show you Bob and me together because that's just not pretty to watch. Might be entertaining, but not pretty.
Hey, Bob.
But Jason, a couple weeks ago, went in the field with Bob, and he pinned Bob. So of course, he is, well...
So, Bob is super aggressive, but he almost responds to being aggressive towards him. And so if I have him, he's now mine. Like, I can't He's not resisting me at all because he knows that I have him. But if I let him go, and I'll show you, he will back around and then immediately challenge me. So you just always got to watch Bob. All right. See, now he wants to challenge. And I just stand my ground. I don't come at him. I just let him kind of feel the space out. But if he gets too close, I'll come at him. Like right now, he's eyeing me up. So this is just our game we play, and he's pretty fun.
But because of that game, he loves when you come in there.
I don't know. He definitely likes the challenge, but sometimes it can get a little, because it's every time you come in here you do this, every time. And so if I want to leave, I usually drag him over to the gate. All right. But for a petting zoo, he's the best. As long as you're on this side of the fence, because he'll come right to you. Come here, Bob. Come here.
Well, actually, he'll probably come right to the camera.
Hey, buddy. He's very curious and extremely social. He just wants to know everything that's going on in his field. So these are Katahdin sheep. They are a fully American breed. They are bred in Maine and named after Mount Katahdin, the ending point of the Appalachian Trail in Maine. They're meat sheep, and you can see they're hair sheep. They're not wool sheep. You don't shear these guys. They just shed. So they're very low maintenance. But they were bred for meat and bred for land clearing. So if you want a area of land cleared, these guys will do it. They're not very picky on what they eat.
But we have learned that when the grass is more than like a foot high, they really kind of just pick at it. So we are learning to mow our fields, and then they go in and really seem to enjoy foraging around rather than going through the tall grass.
But with any animal, you just have to be, it's an animal. They're unpredictable. And like Tracy said, she doesn't like to go in the pasture with him. I don't mind going in the pasture with him, but I also like to be on the other side of the fence. And we've designed the fences that we can move him around from pasture to pasture without actually having to get inside.
And Mama Sue, we can't handle her, but I'm hoping that when she lambs, we will develop that relationship with her lambs, and those will feel more like pets.
Yes, Bob. Well, that was our introduction to Mr. Bob and Mama Sue. And I'll give a shout out to Tim Tobin and Swallow Hill Farms. Tim is a farmer just about a mile up the road, and we befriended him, and these two guys were handpicked from his flock to come here and live with us. And so thank you, Tim Tobin. You were a great help to get us started with the sheep, and we look forward to having more lambs here soon. All right.
Are you videoing?
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start, so if you're
Okay.
gonna video or not.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
I can't. Okay. 3, 2.
Oh, they are.
They went crazy. Okay. Hi, I'm Jillian. This is my chicken flock. I have 28 chickens and 1 rooster. These are buff Orpingtons. And then I have 24 sapphire gems. You like the camera there, don't you? So if you follow us over to our coop, right now we have a chicken tractor on wheels, so you can move it around. We have nesting boxes up there, and we have food and water. We've gone through a lot of changes with our chicken tractor. We started out with just the net, the wire, and then we had a fox attack where the fox dug underneath the chicken tractor, and so we brought it up here by the sheep pasture. And at that point you only had how many birds? I had 3. No, I had 4 and 1 rooster. And then we were like, well, we can't live with just 5 birds.
So we were at Tractor Supply on a Sunday morning.
Father's Day.
And then our Tractor Supply lady said, I'll give you a deal on 24.
Sapphire gems.
And you know I can't pass up a deal. And so we got 24 sapphire gems.
And Jillian, the work Jillian has done with these birds has made them so social and so friendly. They are fun to come out here and be with. So much personality.
So I'll show you the chicken tractor. It is 5 by 10, and it sits on an old boat trailer that I had at the farm. So when you want to move it, you just hook it up to a tractor, or it can hook up to our side-by-side or a truck, and you can move this anywhere you want on the farm. And today's the first day the sapphire gems have been out of the coop, and pretty much they've stayed within 20 feet of the coop all day, which is what you want. And so after the chickens are around the coop area, they'll peck it pretty good, and then you can move the coop and the chickens get a fresh patch of grass.
Dolly has been here at Belhaven for now 2 months, I think, and she's doing really well. When she first came here, we put her in a cage for 2 weeks. That just got her used to this place. And then we put food and water in there, and she had a really fun time playing in there. We let her out sometimes around the barn, and she really enjoyed that. Then we let her out, and she ventured a lot. Yes, you did. And she was doing really well, and she's still like new to the place and still like venturing around. And
Dolly.
her name's Dolly. She likes the camera.